What's up, YouTube? The lights are screwing with my computer. This is a new PC, so I'm getting away from the Apples. This is also a new video editing software that I'm using. I don't know if I dig it. I damn sure don't know how to work it. So bear with me. It's not going to be as good of a video, in my opinion, as the last one, so I'm going to talk through a lot of it. We shot Chris Tilley's match this past weekend. Actually, weekend before last. This past weekend we shot Sir Walter, so I'm a couple of weeks behind. This coming weekend I'm actually going back to Chris Tilley's again because, man, it's a great match. It's a little bit more money, a little bit more expensive, but man, it really pushes some boundaries. But really cool. I won this match. It was kind of by default because Lynn hurt his hand trying to get a jam out of his gun, so he popped the back of the gun, hitting the beaver tail, and shoved the beaver tail through his hand. So he was my main competition. He there you go. He had to leave early to go get stitches, so I kind of won by default. It would have been a good race. Nonetheless, I shot really good at this match. So here we go. We're going to our first stage we shot. Stay tuned. First stage we shot was stage 3. It's called In Sleepy. I finished 6th. I had 10 alphas, 4 charlies. Time was 13:31. Hit factor of 4.6582. It was a loaded table start. So I took the gun, got ready, looked at my dot, said, "Oh, gotta turn my dot on." Loaded the gun, sat it on the table, and went. So right at the beginning, I'm having to put my dot on. Which is ridiculous. This should have been the 10-second stage, and it would have been for me, but I ended up shooting it in 13:31. So right off the bat, here we go.
Are you ready? Stand by. Stand by. Finish unless you're clear.
Turn the dot on, dipshit.
Clear, hammer down.
Okay. With that out the way, stage number 4 was called Amigos. Some of these stages I have first person, some stages I have both. It was kind of hit or miss. I just wanted to, I don't know, I just really wasn't focused on filming. So number 4 was Amigos. I finished 2nd, 22 alpha, a time of 15.64, hit factor of 7.0332. Coolest thing about the stage is it was a bunch of low ports, and I stayed low and moved in between them with a shuffle, and it worked out really well. This was a good stage for me. So let's go.
Are you ready? Stand by. Clear. Clear, hammer down, holster.
Stage number 5 was called Running Chicken. This one was a real awkward one. I made some pretty rough mistakes on this one. One thing, I just did not run hard. I looked really goofy when I was running. Number 2, I should have took that nose shoot that I had to lean so hard for that I actually stepped out of bounds. You'll see it. I stepped out of bounds to take a nose shoot and 3 steel. I should have took that from the first box, and that would have saved that position and having to get on that hard lean, and consequently it would have saved me from having to step out and costing me so much time having to step back in. So other than that, though I think there was a couple of makeups, it was a decent stage. I finished 3rd, 17 alpha, 4 charlie, 1 delta, time of 20.24, hit factor of 48419.
Are you ready? Stand by.
If you're
finished, unload. Show clear. Hammer down.
There you go.
Stand by.
Stage number 6 is called Slider. This was down in the jungle portion. It's a really big slope, really hard terrain to shoot on, but super interesting because he really throws the targets out there sometimes. There was a popper in front of a no shoot, which was pretty cool. There were some really long shots right off the draw and some good movement stuff. Like I really did dig this stage. I was second place, 25 Alpha, 4 Charlie, 1 Delta, a time of 18.58, hit factor of 7.4273. This one fell together good. So here we go.
Shooter ready? Stand by. Alright, it finished. Show clear. Slide forward, hammer down. Holster. Alright. Shooter ready? 14 papers. Stand by.
Okay, so stage number 7 is called No. I was first place on this, 13 Alpha, 7 Charlie, a time of 16.97, hit factor of 5.0678. This was 3 shots per, and then it had 2 poppers, and it was actually just a 3-box stage, but it was still really hard leans. You had to really get a solid position, or you just couldn't get there. You couldn't get to these. So it was good. It was a seated start, gun loaded on table. Check it out.
Shooter ready? Stand by. Alright, ooh.
Losing my shit.
Yeah. Alright, slide forward, hammer down.
Hang on a minute.
Make it clear. Time. 1697.
All right. Stage number 1 was one of the, I guess, the new classifiers that all the local stage ranges are putting out nationwide. It's called 2203. I don't know the name of it. I was third on the stage, 11 Alpha, 5 Charlie, a time of 13.39, hit factor of 5.2278. I have no idea what that comes to because they haven't really released any of the information on it. I will say I don't dig it. It was just 4 positions, stacked targets with no shoots in between them. I mean, it really wasn't that interesting. I think that the 19 series and the 20 series stages are much more performance based. This was kind of like, hey, let's do a box and throw, 8 targets on it. It just wasn't that interesting. I didn't like it. I kind of hope it doesn't become one, to be honest with you, because there's just going to be a cap on it. All right, let's watch that.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Stay back.
If you're done,
All right, and then our last one of the day is called Watt Steel. I was first on this one with 100%, 29 Alpha, 3 Charlie, time of 22.62, hit factor of 6.8081. Really cool stage, lots of fun, some really interesting steel shots. So not much to say about that. Check it out.
Stand by.
Take one. Amazing Blazes.
Okay, y'all, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be back at Go Shoot this coming weekend. Next video I'm going to do is from Sir Walter. That was interesting for sure. I learned how far I could push the new gun without cleaning. I'll just say that, so stay tuned for that one. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you in a few days.